There's a captivating truth that many overlook. When a crystal is heated, it reveals hidden aspects of its structure, just as your mind, when ignited with self-awareness, can operate at full capacity. The moment we apply that gentle flame of love and curiosity to our inner world, we unlock powerful possibilities. Perhaps you've sensed there's more to you than meets the eye. You may feel a quiet call urging you to look within, to trust the wisdom of your heart, and to let those dormant sparks in your mind awaken. Think of the crystal. It appears smooth and tranquil on the surface, yet within it lies a world of radiant potential. Once heated, it can glow, shift, or even transform its very nature. In much the same way, your own essence seeks activation. The gentle warmth of compassion, the illuminating heat of a well-placed affirmation, these subtle energies are enough to kindle a profound expansion in your consciousness. Our time together today will explore how to access this heightened state of being. Let this journey be your reminder that there is brilliance within you waiting to shine. Now, no matter where you are or how life has shaped you, there is always room to expand into greater joy, deeper self-love, and broader thinking. By harnessing the simple yet profound knowledge we'll discuss, you'll discover that your mind, like a heated crystal, is designed to hold, reflect, and amplify light. Rather than offering quick fixes or shallow distractions, we'll dive into the timeless practice of tender self-care. You'll learn how to reconnect with your deepest values, release limiting beliefs, and invite your highest potential forward. Through gentle affirmations, forgiveness techniques, and the soothing power of mindfulness, you'll cultivate an inner flame, a divine heat that dissolves old patterns and ignites a brighter future. Throughout this video, remain open to the possibility that you can shift, expand, and heal. The power is already within you. Each section introduces a new step toward heightened awareness, unveiling a richer, more vibrant life. And by the end, you'll not only understand why this crystal heating metaphor fits so beautifully, but you'll also have practical tools to continue stoking that inner flame. So breathe in, and as you exhale, let your heart soften, feeling gratitude for this moment. You stand at the threshold of powerful transformation. Warmth awaits you, ready to melt away old limitations and awaken your mind to its glorious, shimmering potential. Let's embark on this journey of heart-centered awareness, igniting every dormant crystal within your being until your fullest essence radiates like never before. At our core, each of us harbors an essence as transparent and flawless as a crystal. We often lose sight of this purity under layers of self-doubt, past regrets, or the external pressures life heaps upon us. Yet, much like a crystal that sits quietly in its unpolished form, the brilliance inside you waits to be revealed. Imagine the gentle warmth of self-love acting like a transformative flame. It softens rigidity and illuminates every facet of your true nature, letting your innate glow shine forth. Consider how a crystal forms. It's born deep within the earth, molded by pressure and time. Similarly, each life experience, whether joyful or painful, shapes you, forging your resilience and depth. When you direct love toward yourself, it's like heating that crystal from within. The blocks start to dissolve, clarity emerges, and your authentic self steps forward with greater confidence. This is not an overnight process. It's a continuous act of choosing compassion and tenderness, especially in moments of fear or doubt. Self-love is the quiet inner voice saying, I am worthy. I deserve kindness. I trust my unfolding. It's not about pride or denial of your challenges. Rather, it's an act of wholeheartedly accepting your strengths and shortcomings alike. When the world grows hectic, returning to the knowledge that you're inherently lovable can stabilize you, just as a crystal structure remains steady no matter how it's positioned. In loving yourself, you create a sanctuary within that no external storm can rattle. Take a moment now to breathe deeply. Inhale warmth, exhale any tension. Feel your heart center as a receptive space, open to tenderness. Whisper softly to yourself, I am worthy of my own love, and allow that affirmation to settle in your body. Sense the quiet shift within, a softening of tense muscles, a lightness in your chest, a gentle lift of your spirit. This is the beginning of self-awakening, where you acknowledge that every step of your past has led you here, shaping the remarkable being you are. Your self-love, like the heat beneath a crystal, awakens dormant energies in the mind. As you nurture this love, you'll notice yourself becoming more receptive to intuitive nudges, creative bursts, and deeper emotional understanding. You might find a sudden clarity about situations that once confounded you, or a newfound courage to speak your truth in circumstances that used to intimidate you. Self-love opens the door to these revelations because it dissolves the barriers of fear and insecurity. Keep this image of the crystal close to your heart. It's a shining emblem of who you already are, waiting for the gentle warmth of love to illuminate each facet. Offer yourself the same compassion you'd give a loved one, without hesitation or second guessing. In doing so, you lay the foundation for all the inner transformations that will follow. This is your invitation to step onto the path of awakened self-love, igniting an unwavering glow from within that resonates in every corner of your life. If you've ever held a crystal up to the sunlight, you've likely seen how it refracts and scatters light into dazzling rainbows. The crystal doesn't change the light itself. It shifts its direction and reveals its hidden spectrum. Likewise, when you heat your mind with conscious focus, you can redirect negative beliefs into empowering ones. It's an alchemical process that begins with something seemingly dense, self-doubt, regret, fear, and transforms it into a source of illumination. Think of your thoughts as seeds. If you plant seeds of anxiety and limiting beliefs, your inner garden becomes tangled and overgrown with weeds of negative chatter. However, when you introduce the warmth of positive awareness, you burn away the unhelpful seeds before they take root. The mind-body connection becomes your powerful ally here. Each thought you hold can manifest in your physical reality, influencing your energy levels, mood, and even your bodily health. By consciously selecting thoughts of hope, encouragement, and gratitude, you invite healing vibrations that ripple through every cell. Sometimes we absorb negative beliefs from our environment, family patterns, societal pressures, or past experiences. These beliefs take the form of quiet, persistent voices. I can't do this. I'm not good enough. Or I always fail. Recognize these voices for what they are. Old echoes that no longer reflect your present reality or your future potential. The moment you realize these thoughts are simply echoes, you take your first step toward dissolving their power. Begin by identifying a specific limiting belief. Perhaps you believe you're undeserving of success or that genuine love is out of reach. Write it down plainly. I am not worthy of success. or I will never find a fulfilling relationship. Next, gently question it. Ask, is this genuinely true? Where did this belief come from? Has it ever been proven otherwise in my life? The act of questioning your belief heats it with the fire of awareness. You'll notice cracks forming in that once solid conviction. Suddenly, you may recall moments where you indeed found success or shared love. Those memories, once overlooked, become the new foundation upon which you can build an empowering belief. To solidify your new perspective, affirm the opposite with confidence. I deserve success and I joyfully welcome it. Or, a loving and fulfilling relationship is part of my path. Say it with sincerity, as though you're whispering a secret that has always been true but was hidden. Each repetition anchors the energy of possibility in your mind, much like heating the crystal until it glows. Over time, what feels like a fragile hope morphs into a stable belief that fuels your actions and decisions. Remember, this is an ongoing practice, not a one-time event. Negative beliefs might resurface, especially when you face challenges. Treat these moments as calls to apply more heat, more awareness, compassion, and self-affirmation. Embrace the journey. The more you transform your thoughts, the clearer and more radiant your mind becomes, refracting your inner light into every part of your life. Much like the steady hum of energy within a crystal, your subconscious mind is always active beneath the surface, shaping the lens through which you see yourself and the world. Even as you consciously set goals and intentions, the subconscious, steeped in old conditioning, can sabotage your progress if left unchecked. Here lies the profound power of affirmations. They address the very bedrock of your belief system and gently invite it to shift. Affirmations work similarly to how warmth changes the molecular structure of a crystal. Repeated exposure to new, uplifting statements about yourself infuses your subconscious with a higher vibration, nudging out long-held doubts. Consider the words you speak in your mind as potent seeds, especially those spoken consistently. Each time you affirm, I am healing, I am worthy, or I am loved, you plant seeds of renewal that gradually transform your inner landscape. With patience, these affirmations take root in the subconscious, blossoming into genuine faith and confidence in your daily life. Start small and stay genuine. If you find it hard to say, I am completely healed, opt for something gentler yet still positive, like, I am ready to release what no longer serves my well-being. The key is sincerity. Your subconscious is highly intuitive. It recognizes when you're forcing words without real conviction. Over time, as you witness small shifts, feeling calmer in stressful situations, responding with more self-compassion to mistakes, you'll become more comfortable affirming bigger transformations. One powerful way to deepen this process is through journaling. Write your affirmations in a dedicated notebook each morning or evening. Engage your senses. Feel the pen gliding across the paper. See the words forming. Notice the subtle stir in your chest as you read them back to yourself. This multi-sensory approach imprints the new belief more thoroughly in your mind. Another technique is to record your own voice speaking affirmations softly and play them as you drift to sleep. The subconscious is most receptive in that drowsy, relaxed state between wakefulness and slumber. In addition to repetition, pair your affirmations with emotion. You can't simply recite phrases mechanically and expect deep change. Let your words stir a heartfelt sensation of hope or relief. When you say, "I am worthy of love," let yourself remember a time you felt cherished or appreciated. Let your body recall the warmth of that memory, the sense of comfort. This emotional charge is the energetic heat that penetrates deeper layers of your consciousness, facilitating genuine rewiring. As you practice affirmations for emotional healing, you may notice unexpected insights or memories surfacing, old pain you forgot you carried. Embrace these moments as part of the healing journey. By gently holding space for whatever arises, you allow yourself to process and release hidden wounds. Each release frees room within you, creating space for peace, joy, and renewed self-belief. Little by little, this inner transformation begins to radiate outward, and you'll find yourself thinking, speaking, and acting from a place of wholeness. In this manner, affirmations are not empty words, but sacred keys that unlock the doors to a more compassionate, emotionally resilient you. Holding a grudge can feel like clutching a block of ice. It numbs the hand that refuses to let go. Each moment spent replaying a wrong or fueling resentment keeps you frozen in the past, unable to move forward. Yet imagine applying a gentle but consistent heat to this emotional ice, the warmth of forgiveness. Slowly, that dense block melts away, revealing clear waters beneath. In the same way, forgiveness dissolves hardened emotional barriers, freeing both the forgiver and the forgiven. Contrary to what many believe, forgiveness isn't about condoning harmful actions or forgetting the lessons learned. Instead, it's an intentional release of the heavy burden that anger or hurt places on your spirit. When you hold on to resentments, your mental and emotional energy gets tangled in replaying old pain. Forgiveness sets you free to reclaim that energy, to reinvest it into your growth, well-being, and joy. That is the fire that can transform your emotional landscape from a battleground to a peaceful sanctuary. Sometimes the hardest person to forgive is yourself. Maybe you're haunted by decisions you regret, or words you wish you could take back. In these instances, remind yourself that every choice you've made was influenced by the awareness you had at the time. You've grown since then. Offer yourself the same compassion you would to a dear friend who comes to you with their mistakes and shame. Just as heat can soften the toughest metal, self-compassion can melt the thickest layers of self-condemnation. Here's a simple forgiveness practice you can try. Find a quiet place and take several calming breaths. Visualize the person you want to forgive, or your own past self, standing before you. In your mind's eye, see a warm, golden light enveloping the both of you. Affirm softly, "I release all hurt and resentment. I free you and I free myself. We are both liberated from this pain." Notice the sense of relief that may arise. Perhaps you feel tension in your chest, loosening, or a weight lifting from your shoulders. Even if it feels faint at first, trust that this is the beginning of emotional freedom. It's common to experience a mix of emotions during this process: sadness, anger, even skepticism. Let them come without resistance, like clouds passing through a wide open sky. As you commit to forgiving repeatedly, layer by layer of old pain melts away. Over time, you'll discover a new lightness, a renewed spark of vitality. You'll also find that your heart becomes more open to receiving and giving love, no longer bound by the chains of past injuries. Carrying old wounds can drain your spirit, overshadow your relationships, and limit your growth. Forgiveness is your chance to cleanse the emotional debris. Embrace it wholeheartedly, knowing that each act of release draws you closer to a state of grace and inner peace. The gentle fire of forgiveness doesn't just heal the past, it lights the path forward, letting you step into each new day unburdened and alive with possibility. Imagine a crystal vibrating at a high frequency, emitting a clear, harmonious tone that resonates throughout the room. Your personal energy works the same way. When you raise your own vibration, you attract experiences that match that frequency. Opportunities, relationships, and resources aligned with abundance. In essence, to heat the crystal of your inner being is to amplify the signal you broadcast to the universe. By cultivating a mindset of wealth, gratitude, and possibility, you shape a reality that supports your dreams. Abundance is often misconstrued as merely financial gain. While prosperity can include money, it also speaks to the richness of healthy relationships, fulfilling work, emotional well-being, and spiritual growth. It's the fullness of life. Being so in tune with your highest potential that blessings naturally flow to you. When you approach each day with an open heart and a willingness to share your gifts, you become a magnet for new connections and experiences that spark joy and expansion. The first step is to acknowledge that abundance is not something you earn through struggle. It's a state of mind. If you constantly tell yourself, "I never have enough," then that belief sets the frequency you emit. It's like playing a discordant note on a piano. No matter how lovely the tune you try to play, that one off-key vibration interferes. Instead, begin by affirming, "I live in a world of infinite possibilities. I am worthy of all good things." Say it often enough and with conviction, and you'll feel your energy shift toward receptivity. Gratitude turbocharges this process. When you pause to appreciate what's going right in your life, you spotlight positivity and attract more of it. Make it a routine. Each morning, list at least 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be monumental. It could be the comfort of a cozy bed, a supportive friend, or a moment of quiet reflection before the day begins. Notice how this simple exercise puts you in a mindset of appreciation rather than lack. Over time, you'll find that the focus on what you do have dissolves anxiety about what you don't have. In practical terms, abundance also means staying open to receiving help, guidance, or new opportunities that might not fit your preconceived notions. Sometimes the universe delivers blessings in unexpected ways. It might be an impromptu conversation with a stranger who offers valuable advice, or a surprise introduction to someone who can support your career or personal goals. Keep your heart open and trust the unfolding. The more you believe you're supported by a loving, abundant universe, the more you'll notice evidence of that truth popping up in your life. Whenever doubt creeps in, think of it as a subtle lowering of your vibration, like slipping out of tune. Gently bring yourself back with affirmations, gratitude, or even a quick visualization of your desired outcome already manifest. Picture the details vividly and feel the joy of having it in your life. This emotional resonance is the fuel that sustains your momentum. By consciously raising your vibration, you align with the blessings that have been waiting all along to find you. Embrace the warmth of possibility and watch as your world blossoms in response. Presence is like shining a focused beam of light through a crystal, illuminating its every angle. When you cultivate presence in your daily life, you bring clarity, depth, and purpose to each moment. In spiritual traditions, this heightened awareness is often associated with the awakening of the third eye, a symbol of intuitive insight and deep spiritual vision. Practicing mindfulness is the simple yet profound act of bringing full attention to what you are doing right now, whether it's washing dishes, listening to a loved one, or engaging in meditation. At first glance, mindfulness may seem too gentle a tool for profound transformation. Yet consider a powerful lens, focusing the sun's rays onto a single point. That concentrated energy can ignite fire. Similarly, when you direct your attention fully onto the present moment, you harness an extraordinary power. Thoughts about the past and worries about the future naturally recede, making space for your intuitive mind to emerge. You might find clarity about a pressing decision or suddenly feel a peaceful assurance about life's uncertainties. To awaken this third eye insight, try a daily mindfulness practice. Set aside 5 minutes each morning to sit quietly and observe your breath. Feel the air filling your lungs. Notice how it leaves your body and allow thoughts to pass without grabbing onto them. Picture a warm, glowing light at the center of your forehead, softly expanding with each breath. This simple exercise trains your mind to remain present and receptive. Over time, you may sense intuitive nudges that were previously buried beneath mental chatter. Integrate mindfulness into routine tasks as well. When you eat, taste every bite. When you walk, feel your feet connect with the ground. When you speak, truly listen to the words flowing from your heart. This level of engagement fosters a peaceful, centered energy that calms the nervous system and heightens awareness. You become more attuned to subtle signals, body sensations, emotional shifts, synchronicities in the world around you. These signals are like gentle whispers from your inner wisdom, guiding you toward choices and actions that align with your highest good. Remember that the power of the third eye is not about escaping reality or chasing mystical experiences. It's about perceiving reality more completely. You gain the ability to see beyond surface appearances, recognizing patterns, understanding deeper truths, and connecting with others at a soul level. As you ground yourself in the present, your empathy grows. You see people not just as their words or actions, but as whole beings with hopes, fears, and potential. This insight fosters compassion, both for yourself and others. When life feels overwhelming, return to that mindful stillness. Close your eyes and imagine a radiant crystal resting gently between your eyebrows, pulsing with a soothing luminescence. Let this image anchor you in calm awareness. In that space, solutions come into clearer focus and anxieties fall into perspective. Over time, the lines between your spiritual essence and daily life blur, merging into one harmonious flow. By cultivating presence and embracing the guidance of your intuitive mind, you ignite the innate wisdom that has always been within you, waiting like a crystal for the warmth of your attention to shine through it. Fear often slithers into our hearts and minds, disguised as caution, limiting our choices and stifling our growth. Yet fear can also be a signpost, pointing toward areas that crave healing and deeper understanding. Think of fear as a cloud passing in front of a sunlit crystal. The moment you acknowledge it, truly see it for what it is, the cloud begins to disperse, allowing the radiant light of your courage to shine again. Emotional growth hinges on your ability not to dismiss or avoid fear, but to face it with compassion and curiosity. When fear goes unexamined, it hardens into what feels like an insurmountable obstacle. But with gentle self-inquiry, you can trace its origins. Maybe it's rooted in a past event, a critical comment from someone you trusted, or a belief you internalized in childhood. By understanding the story behind the fear, you rob it of its power. It becomes less of a shapeless monster lurking in the shadows and more of a visitor with a message. Pay attention, it might say. Here is where you need extra love, extra reassurance, extra healing. Emotional growth doesn't happen through denial, but through nurturing your inner strength. And that inner strength is not an iron wall that keeps out pain. It's a flexible resilience that allows you to bend but not break under life's challenges. One approach to cultivating this resilience is through daily self-reflection. At the end of each day, write down one instance where fear or anxiety surfaced. Name the feeling. Was it worry, dread, insecurity? Then note how you responded. Were you harsh with yourself, or did you offer comfort? This exercise brings awareness to habitual reactions, paving the way for kinder, more effective responses next time. Visualizations can also be powerful. Close your eyes and picture your fear as a small, quivering shape in front of you. Now imagine a sphere of golden light forming in your chest, growing warmer and brighter with each breath. Send this light toward the fearful shape, surrounding it, embracing it, until it dissolves into the radiance. Feel that warmth spread throughout your entire being, reminding you that your capacity for light and love always exceeds any fear. In this way, you're not destroying fear. You're transforming it and integrating it into your greater wholeness. Affirmations act as daily anchors for your courage. Simple statements like, "I meet my fears with compassion," or "I am stronger than what scares me," can gradually reshape how you perceive challenges. After all, emotions are energy in motion. The more you gently redirect that energy toward growth and understanding, the less it stagnates into paralyzing worry. Over time, you'll notice a subtle shift. Situations that once triggered overwhelming anxiety now feel more approachable. You might still sense the flutter of unease, but you'll also sense the sturdy ground of your inner strength beneath your feet. It's important to celebrate every step of progress, no matter how small. Each time you confront a fear, you expand your capacity for courage. Each time you choose to be gentle with yourself instead of critical, you nurture your emotional resilience. These choices, repeated over days and weeks, accumulate into a profound transformation. In releasing fear, you create space for joy, creativity, and love to flourish. Like a crystal cleansed of dust and debris, your spirit can once again reflect the brilliance of your infinite potential. Picture a crystal emitting a clear, consistent note when struck, the result of perfect internal alignment. In much the same way, when your body, mind, and spirit resonate together in harmony, your entire being emits a powerful, unified energy. This state of alignment isn't reserved for mystics or gurus. It's accessible to anyone willing to consciously tune their inner instrument. The journey involves balancing physical well-being, mental clarity, and a spiritually grounded perspective, so that all facets of your life support one another. Start with the body. It's the vessel that carries you through this earthly experience, and its health profoundly influences your thoughts and emotions. Make self-care a daily priority. Nourish yourself with wholesome foods, stay hydrated, and find a form of movement, like yoga, dancing, or walking, that feels natural and enjoyable. This isn't about reaching arbitrary fitness goals. It's about honoring your physical form and building a stable foundation for higher level work. Imagine your body as the base of a crystal, holding steady as the rest of your energy spirals upward toward insight and creativity. Next, turn to the mind. Thoughts can wander endlessly or loop in negative cycles if left unchecked. A regular mindfulness or meditation practice helps you observe your mental activity without judgment. Over time, you learn to gently redirect your thoughts toward more constructive avenues. Setting intentions each morning can offer mental clarity. Perhaps you decide, "Today I will approach my work with calm focus," or "I choose to respond to any challenge with patience and kindness." Let these intentions guide your actions, shaping your mental environment to support your highest aspirations. At the pinnacle of this alignment is your spiritual essence, the part of you connected to a greater whole. You might call it your soul, higher self, or simply your innermost wisdom. To nurture this connection, engage in activities that feed your spirit. That could be prayer, nature walks, creative expression, or heartfelt conversations with someone who inspires you. Even a few minutes of silent reflection, where you open your heart to the quiet presence of divine love, can anchor you in a deeper sense of purpose. When body, mind, and spirit align, you'll notice a heightened sense of flow in your life. Decisions become clearer because your head and heart are no longer in conflict. Physical energy remains steady throughout the day as your emotions and thoughts support, rather than drain, your vitality. You may also find synchronicities popping up. A book recommendation that speaks to your current dilemma, a new friend who shares your values, or an unexpected opportunity that arrives just when you need it. These are signs that you're in a state of energetic harmony, where the universe's subtle currents carry you forward with ease. An affirmation to integrate this alignment might be, "I move through life in harmonious unity, my body strong, my mind clear, and my spirit free." Speak these words whenever you feel fragmented or scattered. Let them remind you of the wholeness you're cultivating. Each day you're polishing your inner crystal, ensuring every angle and facet reflects the light of your true self. In this aligned state, life ceases to be a disjointed scramble. Instead, it becomes a graceful dance of growth, compassion, and inspired living. Through these steps, from kindling self-love to embracing forgiveness, from harnessing the power of affirmations to walking in mindful presence, you've been gently heating the crystal of your own being. Each technique, each shift in belief, and each moment of self-compassion has sent waves of warmth into every corner of your consciousness. With persistence and an open heart, you can now feel that radiant clarity shining through you. This journey doesn't end here. True transformation is a continuous unfolding, like layers of a crystal revealing ever greater brilliance. Keep nurturing yourself through affirmations. Keep releasing burdens through forgiveness. And keep opening your heart to new possibilities. Celebrate each breakthrough and approach each setback as an invitation to deepen your understanding and practice. Remember, you hold all the power within you to reignite hope and to sculpt a life that resonates with your highest vision. As you go forward, hold on to a final affirmation that unites every lesson we've explored. I honor the light within me, allowing it to shine freely in every area of my life. I trust my journey. I am safe, I am loved, and I am free. Repeat these words, or any that uplift your spirit, whenever you need to reconnect with your inner flame. Now, let your mind remain open to the wonders unfolding. With your energy aligned, your heart softened, and your thoughts tuned to positivity, you've set the stage for deeper insights, stronger connections, and a more abundant life. Just as a heated crystal radiates its vibrant hue, your awakened mind now emits a frequency that attracts growth, harmony, and boundless love. Embrace this new level of consciousness and continue to fan the flame of self-discovery. You are extraordinary, and the world is eager to witness the full radiance of your spirit.